In the previous video, I just did a slow, nonverbal demonstration working on a rug hooking. So this is just like a small table runner for a little table, and it is going to be like a rendition of an American flag. I have my red, white, blue, and I'm going to do one other strip. Not sure if I will do another red or white, but this is the 250th anniversary of our country, and I have quite a few workshops that I'm holding this year based on that theme. And to do the work here, I begin with wool. I have lots and lots of wool, and there are wool cutters, but I prefer to use a scissors. You want something really sharp, and you do need to have a steady hand. I like to cut yay big. Let's see if I can measure that. Let's see. I would say that's about 1/4 of an inch wide, and it's a slow process where you just cut one strip at a time. You try to stay as even as possible. And there are like a lot of rug hookers who are very formula based. They're like bakers. You know, they are following the exact formula, the exact recipe, making everything exact. And I never kind of followed the rules that way. I went to art school, and to be honest, I feel like I was a better artist before art school because I just created. When you're taught like this is how it has to be and you can't vary from it, I think you lose some of your own creative touch. So I'm gonna just cut this strip all the way across. All right, that was like a nice long piece of wool. So I have a decent size strip here that I can hook with. And let me just show you some hooks. Let's pull this out. This is my favorite hook that I use. This one was gifted to me, and I have a whole bunch of different size hooks. I must say the ones on Amazon are not the greatest. So if you can get them like a rug hooking shop or maybe on eBay, that's the better solution. This is a more of a vintage hook. Has like a really teeny little hook there. And depending on the types of wool, sometimes I switch up the hooks. Also going to show you this. Some of them have like a longer stem. I don't know what I would call that. I do not like the shorter ones that much. I do like when they're a little bit longer like that. But I would check out maybe eBay or vintage shops, and you'll want to collect a bunch of different sizes. Okay, so I'm making this flag table kind of runner, small table runner. I have my blue wool strip and my needle, and I take the strip and I put it underneath, and I'm feeling with my hand, and I take the needle and I go down one of the holes in the monk's cloth, and I start by just pulling up what I call a tail. That will be trimmed later. And then I'm going right next to that hole and I'm pulling up a loop. And then I go down again next to it and pull up another loop. And I go again, and that's how I do this. I just keep repeating next to the holes, loop, and you want to try to keep them even, like the same height. So I went all the way across one row. Now I'm going to go down a little bit and then come across from a second row. So go down. Sometimes you have to turn things around. I use a frame when I'm doing a large piece. So down and up. Trying to get this angle right for you to see. Down. I'm going to go closer. All right. One thing is the loops will press together as you make more and more, but you want to try to make them as close as possible. Okay, holding this up. And there you go, just keep going. It's nice to do with a group. You sit and talk, or watching TV, listening to a podcast, sitting somewhere where you're waiting instead of being on your phone. That's what I like to do. So thank you so much. Check out my link tree down below where I have my link tree in my description that links to everything that is me, including my advanced home herbalist course and my Etsy shop. Have a great day.